There we
Yay!
go.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. This girl is so gorgeous, y'all.
Thank you. You are too.
Thank you, thank
That
you,
was a
thank you.
struggle to try and come on.
I
Sorry it
know
took a
it's
minute.
Facebook is making it a little bit difficult for us to, chat with
I
each other on
know.
live these days. But hi, Ali. Thank you so much for accepting to come on my show today. This is my fourth episode, and I'm so happy that I'm chatting with, beautiful, amazing women, who are out there chasing their goals and going after their dreams and stuff. So, Miss Ali, can you please tell us like a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, and a little bit about you?
Yes, so my name is Aly. I am 24 years old. I'm from Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, so it's like 20 minutes outside of Minneapolis. I currently live in Minneapolis, so makes it easier for modeling too, because I'm always here. So it's usually like 5-10 minute drive to all my castings and shows. I graduated from the University of Minnesota last year. So that's exciting. I got a degree in communications, absolutely loved it, and I feel like I always use it, even with modeling, comes in
Right.
handy. I started modeling in 2017. So this summer actually marks my 5th year modeling, and
Oh, wow.
then, yeah, this
Time flies.
upcoming,
Time
thank
flies.
you. This upcoming September will mark a year that I started runway.
Oh, okay. So you basically just answer like my next question, like when you started modeling. So
Mhm.
like what made you to say, hey, I want to get into modeling? Like what was your inspiration to do that?
Well, when I was little, like I always loved it. I would watch like Project Runway, everything, America's Next Top Model. I'd watch it. I have an older sister, so I would always watch everything with her when I was little, and like I loved playing dress up. I would like put on little shows with my friends, like in my basement, even if it's just like for my mom or my cousins. And I think growing up, I just like didn't take the risk. And I'm always like really hard on myself. So I kind of think also I'm 5'3", so not the typical height for a model. I am pretty short. And I think we can kind of get discouraged by that, especially growing up. They're like, you can't be a model, like you're too short, or there's always these things about it, like stereotypes of a model. And then growing up, I was like, you know what, like I'll just take a chance. So then I would do photo shoots and do it with like local photographers. And then I kind of got more into it, especially after COVID. I started doing more shows and castings and working with local brands. And so it's taken me farther than I would have thought.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Like
Thank you.
that's really amazing. Like I'm so glad I came across you. You are
Me
just
too.
really photogenic. That's how I would say it. Like you're photogenic. Like and you look like way better in person. Like
Thank
some
you.
people like on picture they're beautiful, but in person, I mean they're beautiful, but it's like not the same. But with you, it's like you're way beautiful in person without makeup as well. So it's like
Thank you. I appreciate that.
that's that's amazing. You're welcome. You're welcome. So like how is your family like taking you like being a model? Like they're supportive, how is that?
I would say it goes both ways. I would say like for immediate family, so my parents and then I have an older brother and sister, they've been super supportive, which is great. And I think just since they were little, like they knew that I would go into a creative field and that's like something I'm passionate about and I would go that way no matter what. Even if, they didn't want me to, like I'm gonna follow my dreams. I've always kind of been that way. So I'm very lucky that they love that and they're not into like the creative world or the fashion world, so I appreciate that they can support that and appreciate like my dreams and my shows and everything. For everyone else, like ensembles, extended family, I think it kind of goes both ways. Some like don't fully understand it, or they might think that it's like a big leap to try and go into modeling and become successful for it, but I'm here to prove them wrong, so I'm
Right.
excited.
Gotta break the chain, basically. I
Yes,
love that. I
exactly.
love that. So who's your biggest inspiration, like within fashion or just modeling in general, like the fashion industry?
hmm my favorite model is Bella Hadid. It's been her for years. Like I
Oh, Bella.
study her walk because everyone like they love her walk. People say she has a very like distinct walk, and that's why she books so many shows like Versace, all the big ones like Gucci. She's done amazing shows. But I'll like sit on my TV or like on my phone even. I watch like TikToks and YouTube videos, and I'll even watch like her tips. Like she'll talk about her and her sister Gigi like practicing walking heels on the treadmill, or like little tips like that.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So I'm like, that's smart though. Like it's crazy to think about, but I'm like, that's smart. And they put in like the hard work that I feel like people don't see like behind the screen.
Right.
So I love studying them and just seeing like how they carry themselves even when they're not like actually modeling, but they're still like walking the streets of New York, or you know, they always like stay true to themselves. And I like kind of seeing their lives and everything behind the scenes, at least from what they post on their videos. We only see so much.
Right. So that's your girl. And I love how you like really follow it, not just following, but like learning as well from her. And that's really amazing. So what are some of your like basically short-term and long-term goals when it comes to like being a model?
So short-term goals, I know Minnesota Fashion Week is coming up, and I've been casting for those, so we don't have the results yet. I know we find out one of them, I believe, today or tomorrow.
Ooh,
So
I'm
we're
sending you
hoping.
like good luck, good luck.
Thank you. And then I also have 2 castings again next Sunday for it. So short-term goals, I would say definitely for Minnesota Fashion Week, I would love to book, you know, as many shows as I could. I walked once in Minnesota Fashion Week for fall last year, and that was my first runway show I ever booked. So that's been great. I've been booking more shows consistently. I actually have one coming up this Thursday, and we have rehearsals tomorrow, so I'm super excited. Long-term goal, I wouldn't say like too far, but I would say like in a year, like I would love to book New York. And I know it's not the easiest thing. It's definitely possible. It's not the easiest thing because I know New York, like they don't want the short models, but some designers have been like branching out. So I'm hoping next year, like that would be amazing if I could book that. So I'm hoping. Just got to keep putting in the work.
Yes, yes, it's very possible. That's amazing. It's good to set goals, you know, just like go after them. That's all about life. What are 3 things you keep in your makeup bag or just in your bag in general?
Mine, I hate that it's the same exact answer as promises. I was watching it too. I always bring lip liner, lip gloss, and lash glue.
Oh,
always. Because I'm
the
like, if
lash
you
glue,
go
because them
to,
lashes be falling off. As you can see today, there's no lashes on my eye. I'm like,
so I'm like, especially like if I'm not wearing lashes, of course I'm not gonna bring it because I won't need it. But if I'm like doing like a full face, I always have that just to make sure. And I'm like, I feel like that's like the focal point. Like if you know, are wearing lashes, you want them to look good, of course. And then if I'm wearing lipstick, if it comes off or like half of it comes off, you know, you want to be able to fix that.
Okay, so I have gotten this question a lot just from working with you this year. Do you do your own makeup?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it is so flawless.
Thank you.
It is flawless.
Thank you. I actually do my makeup for a lot of my shows. I've noticed that, and I take it as such a huge compliment because I love makeup. So I have some designers that I'll come in for like my fittings or castings, and if I make the show, some of them will ask me to come with my makeup done a certain way that they either see like in person or on my Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, like of course. So yeah, it's a big compliment when people want me to do my own makeup for a show.
It is.
And I'm like, I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm like, that's a huge compliment.
It is. It's amazing, you know. Like I have few people ask me like if you did your own makeup, and I'm like, I would ask her the day I get a chance to chat with her. But like, what's the brand do you want to work with? Like, how do I put it? Um, what is 1 or 2 of your favorite brands that you want to work with like worldwide?
Oh, I know Promise also said this one. I feel like we're overlapping a little bit, but we're like, Versace's shows are amazing. If you guys haven't seen their runway shows, I definitely recommend like just going on YouTube or TikTok and searching it. They have some amazing pieces, and their models carry themselves like very well on the runway. You can tell that their confidence like shines through as well. And then I also love Rihanna, so Savage X Fenty. If you guys haven't seen that show either, just search like clips on YouTube. Amazing. And she's really expanded like with her show too in the modeling industry. You see models of all shapes, sizes, colors, like everything. And I think it's amazing. Like you even see models now that are in wheelchairs, and you would have never thought, like,
Right.
someone would never think like years ago that they'd be able to do that. So I think it's amazing. Or even like models with scars on them or acne. So things are becoming more normal, which I love. So I'd love to like work with a brand like that.
Yeah, that's amazing because it's like we're all human and stuff. Having that stereotype of being so perfect, it's like I
Hmm.
feel like it's not really good and stuff. So I'm really glad that the industry is changing. It's not really about your height, it's not about your size, like I told Promise. It's not about all of that. It's just about your confidence, and it's like you ladies got what it takes to really be out there, like be the next
Oh, I
hit
love
girl.
that.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes, you guys got it. So what's the best advice you have ever received?
I think about this one a lot. I always think of it. I think one of the biggest advice is you're your biggest critic,
Yes.
which is very true. And I grew up, I'm such a perfectionist. So I've always I've been working through that as modeling too. And I've been getting better at it, and kind of accepting that like each time in your life and each event you do is like a certain chapter of your life or like a stepping stone. And, you can't expect yourself to like you said, like you can't expect yourself to be perfect. Or if you're doing, the biggest runway show you've ever done, but it's your first one, you can't expect to not make little mistakes or not like look a certain way, or maybe let's say you like tripped or something, like get back up and pretend you didn't trip. Just that confidence has to shine through. So I think just kind of giving yourself like a little bit of grace too, because I mean, we're human, like we're constantly learning.
Right. Yeah, that's a great advice. Being
Thank you.
perfect all the time is not that's not real. Like you have to be
Hmm.
yourself. Like I feel like the mistakes is what makes us great, like what makes us better. So making mistakes and stuff and then learning from them is like the biggest blessing ever. Then always having it all together and all perfect. It's like what's the lesson? Um,
Right.
yeah, so that's really amazing. So I asked Promise this question, and all of the people who have been a part of the show, I have to ask them this because for me, it's all about feedbacks with me. So before I get to the actual question, like, how did you hear about Giselle Magazine fashion show? Like,
So I actually heard about Giselle from Flow, Shop with Flow. If you guys don't know her, she was in the show. I believe this was her first time with you
yeah,
guys this year. And I modeled with her consistently for over a year and a half. I'm one of her Flow babes. So I
yeah.
absolutely love them. They're all the sweetest girls. So I constantly like shoot with them. We see each other at least like once a month, if not like sooner than that. But she also lives really close to me. Her store is located in Brooklyn Center, so my hometown. So nice and close to family and everything. But she actually sent me the casting for you guys because she was going to be one of the designers, and she said to come, and she told all her girls. And I came, and I actually made it for other designers as well, which was amazing. I honestly didn't expect it. I thought I was just coming, and I was like, okay, I'll probably model for Flo since I like consistently work with her.
Right.
And I saw on Instagram that they like posted the results with photos, and I was scrolling through them and I saw myself in like multiple posts, and I'm like, wait, that's me. And then I look at the designers and everything, and I was like, I'm walking for like multiple people. So I thought that was amazing. And then even at the show, I got asked to walk for another designer like the day of. So that was amazing
Wow.
too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that is amazing. And I think you did show up to the casting
Hmm.
in Minnesota,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So how was your experience in total? Like good, bad? Like I just want to know like the honest feedback and stuff. Like how was your experience in general?
Honestly, I loved it. I think it was such a like learning experience for me because I had like 5 or 6 outfits, and I had a couple of quick changes, which that was my first time like doing quick changes and like,
Wow.
having to go backstage, change an outfit, and then get ready to walk again. And honestly, it was super fun. I loved it. It got me excited for, you know, future shows too, and like hopefully walking multiple times again. And just seeing like the designs and how supportive and like in awe everyone was when you walked was amazing. I saw so many people like recording with their phones and they're so excited, or they'd like come up to you after the show and like talk to you. So honestly, I loved it, and I made so many connections with new models and designers. So it was really great.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Like, what do you look forward to see like in the next? Because this next year will be our fourth year doing the show. It's so crazy saying that because
I
we literally just
know.
started doing the fashion show. So what do you expect to see in the next years? I mean, next year to come. Like what do you want to see?
Kind of what Promise said, like having, I think, more events or a longer event would be amazing, which I know it's a lot of work. So even if we don't do like a week-long event, like it'd be cool to like have 2 days or something like that. Even if it's not like another fashion show, I think something even before that, or like a pop-up, or I think you kind of mentioned that too, just something else to kind of expand it would be amazing. And also just like making sure that we're promoting it even earlier, like
Right.
all, you know, making sure we're promoting Giselle magazine like throughout the whole year, like instead of just like right
That's a
before
great
the
idea.
show. Just making sure like we're constantly like promoting it. I think that's a great way to kind of get people excited and get people more engaged too.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's amazing feedback. Thank you.
Of
More people
course.
is requesting. The show actually was birthed in Iowa, which is like
Mhm.
almost 4 hours away from you guys. But it's like the goal is to branch out. So I had to branch out this year, and it was mind blowing. Like I was just as shocked and surprised and excited as you guys because it was my first time doing the
Mhm.
our first time doing the show in a whole different state. So the outcome was like, whoa, and now it's like the people of Minnesota are just requesting that we come back
Or
one more
say they
time.
love you.
Yeah, one more time. So we are coming back next year, June, the same last weekend. I'm very excited about that. And then the goal is to go to different states, different countries. So I hope my models can follow us around.
I would love to.
That would be amazing because for me, it's all about teamwork. And it's like once I work with you, like the goal is to build upon what we continue until you say, okay, I want to take a different path. And, but that's how it is. But thank you so much, Ali, for coming on here and chatting with us. Like, where can we find you on social media?
So mainly I use Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram is at ally.nelson. That's ALY.NELSON. And then my TikTok is Ally with two Y's Nelson. So ALYYNELSON. My Facebook I don't use as much as I used to. I probably should, but it's just Ally Nelson. Again, Ally spelled ALY, nice and short. But yeah, that's it for now. Maybe I'll expand to YouTube one day.
Okay.
We'll see. You
You
guys will probably
should because
see
YouTube
it
is
somewhere.
booming. Like YouTube is the place to be as
I was
well.
gonna
Like
say, yeah, I used to
yeah,
do YouTube when I was little, but that was different. I didn't take it as
really.
seriously.
Let me go look
Yeah,
it
it was
up.
just for fun.
Let me go look it up. Maybe I see your old videos.
That was just for fun, but now maybe I'll expand. I've been trying to take like TikTok more seriously and my Instagram, so that's what I'm focusing on currently, but I might expand in the future. We'll
Oh
see.
yeah, and also because I know I spoke with Promise about it as well. Like being on Facebook is also a good thing, and I feel like since you already have your Ali IG
Mhm.
page, you can literally create a fan page through Instagram to Facebook. That where
Oh.
it's like when you share something on Instagram, it directly share it to Facebook for you. So it's like there's no way. Like I can show you that. I can literally call you and show you that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, let me go to Instagram real quick because I tried to show Promise, it didn't work. So let me show you real quick. For me, I love to share the knowledge.
Oh yeah,
So
I appreciate that.
yeah, so I feel like it's like more professional when you have like a Facebook fan page. as well that correspond with your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So let me do that real quick. I have two phones. Okay, so for example, this is my personal Instagram right here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna click on this picture,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna go on top to where the three dot is, and it says share. It says share. Hold up. So it says post to other apps. See right there. Can you
Oh
see that?
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
once it says share the other apps, you see my fan page is connected already.
That's smart.
And then I would just click that, and then it will share to my Facebook. So
That's a nice way to promote.
yeah, and if your Instagram isn't connected, then IG would suggest that you create one. Then it's like
Mm-hmm.
it will just create it for you, and then when you go on Facebook, you have to go to. I have to show you that too. But yeah, I feel like it's important as fashion models who wants to be more professional like you guys. It's
Mm-hmm.
important to have a fan page that people can go to. So let me go back. Okay, I have to do this real quick. I also do teaching on YouTube. So
Ooh, gonna have to go watch.
yeah, so you see, like when you go to this where it has your
Right.
profile, you can go to pages, and then your fan page will be right there to where you can manage that. So I think
That's
all of the
nice.
models, you guys need to get a fan page and connect it to your IG, and then it just shares for you. It's easier, and then when people looking for you on Facebook, they would just find you that way. But it's important too to have your personal page like you do, because that's what holds your fan page, keep your fan page alive, because you created
Right.
your personal, yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Smart. I like that idea. Thank you.
You're welcome. But that's it. Thank you so much for coming on. Do you have anything else to say before we end the live?
I think that's it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming
It's
on.
exciting.
I really appreciate you, and I wish you the best. I know the casting call results that you're waiting for is yours. It's yours. It's yours.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
will let you know for sure.
Yes,
As
let
soon
me
as I
know.
find out.
All right. Thank you, Aly. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this live. Today is episode 4 of Lydia Yonly Speaks Live on Giselle Magazine. I have the beautiful Promise. I have the beautiful Miss Aly. They're both fashion models. I just spoke with Aly on here literally few seconds ago. So make sure you follow her on Facebook, follow her on Instagram. Just support them. The best you can do for them is just like their stuff, comment on their stuff, share their stuff, and just, comment and share, and just let them know that they're doing amazing, because we all need that support. So please support them. And thank you so much for supporting me, supporting this platform, supporting my team in general. I'm so, so grateful. And as I was saying earlier about the words of encouragement, it's about being patient. That's what I was talking about earlier. So it's so important to be patient. When you are patient, you attract what belongs to you. You attract so much more blessings, so much more, versus you being so eager and so greedy and so trying to get things so fast. And it's like, the faster you get it, the faster it's gonna leave or disappear or whatsoever. But when you really take your time, work for something, put in your all, it's like there to stay, because you really put yourself through that to really accomplish that and get what you got, versus trying to, some people cross people, some people step on other people, bring other people down to get to where they want to be. And it's like, you don't really need to do that, because that's not going to last. That thing that you got that was never yours, that's you got so eagerly, it's not going to last, versus getting something that's yours that you really work for. So hard work is so important. Being consistent, being patient, all of that goes with each other to become successful. So thank you guys so much for watching episode 4 of the Lydia Yonly Speaks show, live on Giselle Magazine. I will see you guys next Monday with another amazing guest. Make sure you follow my podcast. It is Lydia Yonly Speaks show on Anchor podcast. You can also follow us on YouTube. This live show will be on YouTube in a few hours. The YouTube is called GMZ TV. That is short for Giselle Magazine. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Just follow us everywhere and continue to support Giselle Magazine. Fourth annual fashion show will be next year, June 24th weekend, again in Minnesota. So if you're interested in being a part as a designer, a model, a makeup artist, whatsoever, volunteer, assisting, anything, just reach out to me, DM this platform, DM me, and I will give you some more info on it. Again, make sure you follow my personal social media as well. It is Lydia Yonly Speaks everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere is Lydia Yonly Speaks. All right. Thank you guys so much for being a support. And